Anyways, we've discussed this webinar and we're here to present it to you. All right. So ito yung agenda natin for today. First, we will be discussing the digital transformation in the Philippines, no? So kung ano ba yung landscape natin sa Philippines ngayon. Next would be why you should choose Odoo. Then we'll be also mentioning the Odoo modules to drive your business, and we'll be providing a sample workflow. Then the price for digital transformation. Then next would be our Q&A. So hopefully you guys are doing well in the Philippines, no? Right now I'm here in Hong Kong and we're doing this webinar live. All right. So you may be asking the digital transformation in the Philippines, no? So ano nga ba yung landscape ngayon? So actually right now the Philippine businesses, majority of our Philippine businesses is actually MSMEs, no? So 99.63% are MSME, no? So meron tayong the top industries currently right now in the Philippines. You may be asking, number one dyan is wholesale and retail trade, no? Including the repair of motor vehicles and motorcycles. Next would be accommodation and food service activities and also manufacturing. So talagang kailangan ng mga businesses ngayon ng tools, no, how they can streamline their operations, no. And ito yung nangyayari ngayon sa Philippines, no. So digital transformation is on the rise. Many are going digital, especially after the pandemic. So during the pandemic, nakita natin na we needed to stay at home, no, maraming lockdown sa Philippines. And nagkaroon talaga ng chance for businesses to reflect and to see that they actually need tools to make their operations more efficient, no? So marami ring nag-remote work and kailangan talaga nila ng businesses ng tools para matuloy yung businesses nila or yung operations nila. So business continuity kumbaga. All right. Again, empowering SMEs, MSMEs make up the 99.63% of the businesses in the Philippines. No? And integrated solutions are key. Businesses are looking ways to integrate their operations across different departments. All right. So ano nga in terms of the government, ano nga ba yung role nila dito, no? So the government and private sector is prioritizing improvements in IT infrastructure. Well, in fairness to the Philippine government, over 70% of government services are available online. So makikita naman natin to, no? Ngayon meron ng mga specific applications that we use for each and every department, no? So meron din tayong e-gov applications now sa Philippines that we usually use kung lalabas and papasok tayo ng Pilipinas, no? When we use the e-travel, as well as meron din tayong different applications for SSS or for Pag-ibig. Then Micro, Small, and Medium Enterprises Development Plan of 2023 to 2028 to DTI. So meron na ring mga plans, no, from the government. And ang mapapansin rin natin, aside from this investment sa IT infrastructure from our government and private sector, e-commerce is also booming. So yung online shopping, makikita natin, no, na very booming siya sa Philippines. Ngayon, ang usual na consumer, pupunta sa mall, probably to check on what they need, no? But eventually, they would buy these items online. So yun yung nakikita nating nangyayari ngayon sa Pilipinas. No, so meron tayo dyan ngayon Shopee, Lazada, which Odoo already has an integration. Recently, we had an event with our partners to discuss that. And also aside from that, marami pang e-commerce like TikTok Shop that we need to also look into. All right. Aside from this, the e-commerce for remote work, we also have work from home arrangement that is still very popular in the Philippines, no? So ngayon, it's either we have work from home arrangements or meron ding hybrid arrangements, no? So businesses need cloud-based tools that allow their teams to collaborate from anywhere. So makikita rin natin ngayon na ang kagandahan is marami na ring nagwo-work from home talaga, yung total work from home. So kailangan talaga nila ng system to help them collaborate from anywhere. Then localization matters, no? So companies are looking for software that can be customized to fit local practices and regulations. And growing awareness of ERP benefits. So more businesses are learning about the advantages of ERP systems through success stories and case studies. So kay Odoo, marami kami nito. Later on, I'll be sharing more on that. So the usual challenges naman na naririnig namin based from the interactions that we have from our customers from different businesses is that, of course, first and foremost is the budget. No, so the budget actually, it's not really that they don't have a budget. It's more of they haven't allocated the budget for the need for the ERP. No, so it's more of that. So kumbaga, kung na-allocate naman yung budget prior, we will be able to implement a project. Next would be decision paralysis. So decision paralysis, we see that for some of the businesses, they've been talking about wanting to have an ERP system or a system that can help their business, and they've been talking about this for years. No, so but really, parating may blocking points for some reason. No, so yun yung nakikita natin sa also for some of the Philippine businesses. And last would be the digital know-how. So in terms of digital know-how, they really don't know where to start. Also, sometimes yun nga, in discussions, nag-start sa ibang team or sa ibang person. Then eventually, pag nag-resign yung tao, nawawala rin yung discussion. So later on, we'll be sharing more on that as well. So digital transformation equals ERP. So one of the way for us to digitalize our business is to have an ERP system. So ERP, no? Sometimes some of you guys may have heard of it. Ano nga ba yung ERP? So an ERP, in layman's, it means enterprise resource planning, is a system or a software platform that integrates and automates a company's core business processes into one unified system. So kumbaga, sincentralize nito yung data from different departments such as finance, human resources, supply chain, and manufacturing, sales, procurement. So we enable the yung flow na information, no, to be accessible to all of these different um, segments of your company. And basically, we're trying to streamline the operations, reduce data duplication, and provide a single source of truth to enhance decision making and efficiency. So, ang kagandahan with having an ERP system, sabi natin, single source of truth, no? Kasi ngayon, maraming businesses yung, kumbaga, yung repository nila ng data, iba-iba, no? So, nagkakaroon tayo ng problema in terms of analyzing the data. And with that, yung decision making natin and efficiency is affected, no? So now, yeah, ERP, one of the ERP is Odoo. So why choose Odoo, no? So kay Odoo, pinaka-goal namin talaga is to help companies grow, and we want to unleash companies' potential by empowering users with the tools that they love, no? So this is actually the interface of Odoo. This is what we call the Odoo dashboard. So it's an all-in-one management software that is beautiful and easy to use. All right, so some of you may ask, like, what is our presence? No, so we actually have 19 offices all across the globe. So Odoo is a Belgian company, so our headquarters is in Belgium, but our APAC office is based here in Hong Kong. And recently, we opened an office in Greater Jakarta area and Gold Coast in Australia. No, so hopefully soon in the Philippines, we'll open an office too, as Philippines is also one of our top markets. In terms of official partners, when we say official partners, this is our local partners, no, that are based all across the globe that help customers like you with the implementation. So we have 8,000 official partners. And in terms of users, we already have 15 million happy users. All right, so speaking of users, these are some of the users that we have currently. As you can see here, we have implementations in the Philippines. No? So some of them use Odoo as a whole in their business. Some of them use Odoo as a part of their business. No? So we have here big and small names. No? So si Odoo talaga is for everyone. All right, so our positioning. So our positioning actually is we can cover complex business needs with an extremely user-friendly interface. So I, for one, I was able to use some of the systems that you see here, and I would say Odoo is one of the more user-friendly. I would say you don't really need to train a lot to use Odoo because it's very intuitive, no? But in terms of business scopes, we can cover it very complex business scopes as well. All right. So now you may ask, ano nga ba yung use case ni Odoo, no? So Odoo modules that drive your business. So this is the unique um, point of Odoo actually. So from standalone software that you currently have to an all-in-one solution. So probably for your business, you've started using like a spreadsheet, no? That spreadsheet is not even hosted on cloud, no? So probably it's Excel that you have on your PC. Then eventually you'll find another single-use software that you need to use, no? So say for example, you need another CRM, you need an application for signing, you need a calendar, you need an HR application. So basically, this is what we're trying to resolve in Odoo. It's an all-in-one solution. So we encompass all of this um, functions, no, in one beautiful interface, no. So, and from inventory, manufacturing, e-commerce, accounting, etc., we all have it in Odoo. And the good thing about this is that these applications also they talk to each other, no. So when you have kasing standalone software, magagamit mo lang siya for a specific use case, no. So say for example spreadsheets, you just put your data there, you dump your data there, but basically there's no analysis. It's not even connected to your accounting application, no. So you need to upload these data, no. So everything is manual. Walang synergy kumbaga yung applications mo. So kay Odoo, lahat yan integrated na. All right. So in terms of the business needs, of course, we basically have all of our applications for each and every business needs. So from sales to website to operations, even HR, finance, marketing, productivity, and manufacturing, we have this specific applications for your use. No, and we even have customization tools. So when we say customizations, of course, you can do minor customizations on the Odoo standard. And what we see in the businesses right now in the Philippines, when they see this, na-excite sila, no? And they want to use each and every applications agad sa company nila, no? So this is what we're trying to suggest to our customers, that probably we can do it by phases, no? So we pinpoint basically what you currently need. Then from that, we actually provide you with the applications that you need. So kumbaga meron ka magiging core applications. But basically, when you get Odoo licenses, you'll have access to all of this. So it's really up to you how you can maximize the system. All right, so ano nga ba yung mga key considerations when having an ERP system? So of course, when we talk to our customers, we actually heard a lot of this, no? So they wanted to save time. Of course, they wanted to save cost. Again, in saving time, kasi maraming admin works, no? So even the decision makers of the company are involved in this admin. So kumbaga, in a sense, instead of like growing their business, they're actually doing a lot of administrative things, no? And with this, they wanted to also increase productivity. Kasi marami nga sila nakikita na mga repetitive errors from the current business processes that they currently have. And of course, customers also would want to automate tasks. No? Again, we are in the digital age, so if ever there are tasks that can be automated, so they'd rather have it automated. Then last would be minimize errors. So as mentioned a while ago, if everything is manual, madaming kumbaga prone to human error, no? Then we actually would want to basically have a system that can minimize these errors and make sure that our data is clean. So with all of this, when we save your time, we save cost, increase productivity, automate tasks, and minimize errors, basically we let um, the customers focus on their core business instead of doing administrative stuff. Okay, so now let's move on to, say for example, you have an Odoo project, you have a requirement. Paano nga ba siya treat ni Odoo, no? So, actually, we start with a project qualification. So, during the project qualification, we actually ask what you really need. As mentioned, maraming features, maraming applications sa Odoo. So, we actually pinpoint kung ano nga ba yung pinaka-problem mo niyo sa company. Then, from there, we go to a solution demo. So, sa solution demo, we actually tailor fit the demonstration for you. Then when we this is because we want you to appreciate the system, no? If we're doing a high level demo, maganda rin makikita mo. But of course it's not really kumbaga specialized dun sa processes that you currently have. So mas maganda na tailored fit yung demo. So we usually ask here your sample workflows, sample data, so that we can upload it into Odoo or incorporate it into Odoo, and you'll see kumbaga how Odoo works, no, or how you can use it in your business. Then from there, we move into the quotation stage, or basically the commercial stage. So from dito pag-uusapan naman natin yung magkano ba yung investment, no, sa ganitong system. So later on, I'll be sharing more in that. Then afterwards, we'll go on a kickoff and planning stage. Then on, we'll proceed with the implementation, then the go live. So this kickoff and planning stage, implementation and go live can happen multiple times, no? So as mentioned, marami tayong pwedeng gawin by phases sa implementation natin. And aside from this, simultaneously with the implementation, we can also do web design. So Odoo also offers this service. So if you don't have your own website yet, we can also have that service for you. All right. So as mentioned a while ago, isa sa mga nakita natin, no, sa top 3 na industry sa Philippines is manufacturing. So for you to be able to appreciate Odoo, I want to share a workflow for this, a sample workflow for manufacturing. So this is a sample workflow for manufacturing. This can be applicable to you. For some businesses, this might be too simple, but most of the time, this is the usual, no, manufacturing workflow. So sometimes it will just deviate for some companies, but again, this is the usual workflow for manufacturing. No? So sa Philippines, of course, you purchase your from your suppliers. Then afterwards, you receive your products. Then you move on to production. So sa production naman, it's either you assemble it yourself or you create it from the raw materials, no? Then afterwards, you sell it to the customer, you deliver the products, and you proceed with the invoicing. So ano nga ba yung challenges na nakikita namin sa Philippine businesses, no? So we did a little survey, and what we found out is that for um, most manufacturing companies in the Philippines, they don't even have a proper website, no? Then they don't have any internal communication tool, yung manual quotation, sales order, and invoice. They don't have a system, or if they have, it's basically just a spreadsheet or Microsoft Word. No, then they do manual inventory and stock replenishment. They also have manual manufacturing system and manual purchasing system. So basically, everything manual. Or if they have a system, putol-putol yung system. So how can Odoo solve this? So this is actually our suggested apps for manufacturing. So again, nakita ninyo kanina ang daming applications ni Odoo. So we tried to streamline it first, no? So we can use the system immediately. No? So sa sales, no, this is the first. Kailangan mabilis at maayos yung pagtanggap ng process ng orders mula sa customers. So we can track each and every opportunity that we have. No? And importante rin na tama yung pag-handle ng presyo and pagbibigay ng discounts, pati na rin yung pag-compute ng applicable tax na sumusunod sa local rules natin sa Philippines. So sa purchase naman, efficient ang pag-manage ng suppliers para laging on time yung delivery ng raw materials. Kapag may system na automatic na magre-request na kailangan ng order based sa stock levels, may iwasan natin yung production delays at shortage. So ito yung usual din naming na encounter na problem sa Philippines businesses, no? So sometimes they would say na hindi nagma-match yung stock inventory nila. So sometimes merong order na but hindi pa nila na-order yung raw materials. So this is actually where Odoo can help you. So aside from that, inventory management para laging updated kung ano yung stock ng raw materials at finished goods. Kahit pa marami kayong warehouses, no? So nakakatulong ito na hindi maubusan yung materials at maiwasan din yung sobra-sobra namang stock na wala naman tayong paggagamitan. Then, ang manufacturing app naman, so sa manufacturing process naman ay dapat well-organized din mula sa paggawa ng Bill of Materials or BOM, scheduling ng production steps hanggang sa monitoring ng status ng mga orders. And kapag may real-time monitoring kasi, mas madaling mag-adjust ng anumang production issues, no? Then for quality control, critical na tama and consistent and quality checks during production para siguradong mataas ang quality ng gawa nating products and maiiwasan natin yung defects. Kasi kung marami tayong defects sa production, of course, it's cost of money, no? Then we also have yung barcode. So yung barcode naman, it's critical na tama yung na nakakatulong din yung barcode, no, na mapabilis yung pag-update natin sa movements ng inventory sa production through barcode scanning. So mas accurate talaga yung barcode scanning versus manual entries, no. And last, we also have yung accounting. So ang accounting naman ay kailangan nakaset up para sumunod sa tax and regulatory requirements natin sa Philippines. And mahalaga na accurate and financial reporting and madali ang pag-generate ng tax-compliant documents para smooth and audit ang compliance. So sa accounting natin, I would say that it's not yet fully localized in the Philippines, but we do have local partners who can help you with that. No? So ito yung suggested apps lang namin. Aside from this, we can also use our Odoo website. As mentioned a while ago, isang challenge din yun sa mga Philippine businesses na wala silang website. Probably they would have social media pages, no, sa Facebook, but they don't have like a dedicated website. Or kung meron man, hindi rin na-update. So maganda rin na ilagay rin natin sa Odoo yung website. Alright? So now, nakita natin yung kung paano matutulungan ni Odoo yung isang example ng industry, no, which is manufacturing. So now let's move on naman sa digital transformation. Ano ba yung price nito, no? So I'm sure maraming curious naman dito. First and foremost, before we move on, I want to mention to our audience now that we should have a long-term mindset. So when we get an ERP system, actually it's a long-term investment, no? So usually when we did the math, 5 to 10 years tumatagal ang isang ERP system, no? Or yung iba nga more than pa dito. So dapat meron tayong long-term mindset when we come in or when we discuss this ERP requirements, no? So this is the pricing for your solution. So we actually have 3 parts, no? So we have the licenses, we have the hosting, and we have the implementation and maintenance. So isa-isahin natin yan dito sa webinar na to. So for the licenses, kay Odoo, again, you have access to all of the applications when you get it. Then for you actually have options for standard or custom plans. No, so sa standard plan, basically ito ang kumbaga kung wala kang customizations na gagawin, you can get this standard plan. So but most of our customers, they would get the custom plan because even if wala pa silang gagawin na customizations on day one, they actually look into the future and kumbaga they prepare for the future and that's why they get the custom plan. So aside from this, um, we include also support, hosting, and maintenance. Then we also have multi-year offers for extra savings. So sa multi-year offers naman, it would really depend on the requirement. So it's a case-to-case basis. No, so please feel free to reach with your business advisors or your partner managers for this. All right. So let's deep dive into the licenses. So kay Odoo, ang pricing structure namin is very simple. No? So we just have two plans, standard and custom, and it's a per user license pricing. So say for example, you would need 10 users in your company, so you would get 10 licenses. No, but probably your question is, Christoph, 50 kami sa company namin, no? Kailangan ba lahat mayroong licenses? So the answer on that would be it would depend, no, kung sino ba yung talagang may kailangan ng licenses, and we would be able to assess that during the qualification calls, no. So we work with partners, you also work with your business advisor, so we can also recommend to you kung sino nga ba yung may kailangan ng licenses, no. So again, for the licenses, you have access anywhere, anytime. You actually even have mobile application for Odoo, so it's very accessible. Comprehensive backup policy. We also have version upgrades for every year. And in terms of customer support, have 24/6 customer support, online documentations, and access to all applications. So again, with the long-term mindset, I would encourage you also to please explore the multi-year subscription, because with multi-year subscription, this is actually the best price that you can have for Odoo. No, so again, it would be depending on the requirements, but definitely we can work something out for you. All right, so now let's move on to the hosting. No, so this is the second part nung cost natin. So sa hosting, we actually have three options. No? So Odoo SaaS, Odoo SH, and Odoo on-premise. So isa-isahin natin to. No? So Odoo SaaS is the simplest option where Odoo hosts the software on our cloud servers. No? So wala ka nang kailangan na i-manage na server, maintenance or backup. So lahat yan ay handled namin dito sa Odoo. So it's ready to use right away, kaya perfect to small to medium businesses na gusto hassle-free yung ERP system nila. So ang catch lang dito is medyo limited siya for customizations and mostly standard apps yung para sa Odoo SaaS, no? And yeah, as again, may limitations siya in terms also of storage, so and customization. So if you would need customizations, then Odoo SH naman yung para sa atin. So Odoo SH is cloud hosted but offers more flexibility compared to SaaS. So pwede kang mag-install dito ng custom modules. And merong mga staging environments para sa development and testing. So this is actually ideal for medium-sized companies na gusto mag-customize pero ayaw mag-manage ng kanilang sariling infrastructure. So when we say infrastructure, this is your own servers, no? Or in your data center or in your office building. Then pricing depends on also on the number of workers, the space at staging environments. And kasama pa rin dito ang backups at security ng na manage ni Odoo, and pero hindi mo makokontrol fully ang server hardware. If you want that route, no, you want full control sa infrastructure, then on-premise will be for you, no? So dito kaya mong i-host ang Odoo sa sarili mong servers if you already have existing servers or you plan to have one, or if you want to create your own data centers, pwede din, no? Um, Pwede rin if you have preference for your own cloud provider, no? Ikaw ang bahala sa installation, configuration, security backups, and maintenance. So best ito para sa malalaking businesses na may IT team at gusto ng full customization at control, lalo na yung mga may specific regulatory requirements, no? So meron tayong mga specific types of businesses that they want the hosting to be on premise. I also know for some of the government agencies, they want to host their data on premise. No, so those are the three types. Again, Odoo SaaS or SaaS, Odoo SH, and on premise. All right, so now let's move on to the third part of the cost, which is implementation. No, so for implementation, actually we can go two ways. So you can either go with Odoo Direct or with an official partner. So when you go direct, isa-isahin rin natin, no? When you go direct, you work directly with our own implementation team. We do have the infrastructure to support you guys with this, but this is also mainly for companies that has in-house tech-savvy team that and simple processes. So this might work for you. So the ownership of the project is still with you guys or the customer, no? So we will be able to help you with the implementation. So meron kami tinatawag dito na quick start methodology. So basically, um, in terms of hosting as well, you only have two options if you want to go Odoo Direct. So that would be SaaS and Odoo SH. Then we recommend this for standard implementations, no? So 80% standard and probably 20% customized, no? So this would be also a faster implementation kung straightforward yung requirement mo. Technical guidance and configuration support are provided, but limited custom development or complex workflows. So you manage also more of the project, including the scoping, testing, and training. And pero kung complex ang system nyo naman, marami kayong custom needs, then maaaring maging challenge ito. No? So dito rin pumapasok yung official partners. So the official partners are serving local and regional companies. So these official partners actually are partners already based in the Philippines. So if you want, that personal touch, if you want to have the qualification call in person, then we can assign an official partner for you. Then we can start the discussions with them. No? So certified partners have extensive expertise and are trained to handle complex business needs. So perfect din ito para sa large scale projects na may multiple departments, custom workflows, migrations, and local compliance requirements, no? So nasabi ko kanina yung Odoo accounting. So marami na rin tayong implementations for Odoo accounting with the help of our local partners in the Philippines. So partners also provide end-to-end project management from scoping to rollout, testing, training, and post-go live support. And they build tailored solutions, including custom modules and integration specific to your business processes. Kasi meron, sometimes, no, merong mga businesses that they have a system that they cannot let go of. Sabihin natin, very specific to their business. No? So that's something that we can integrate with Odoo. So let's say probably 90% Odoo, then 10% you stick with that specific application. No? Then that is where our local partners also can help you. Then most of them make dedicated teams and they're responsible for on-time delivery and quality control. And of course, they also have long-term support, because they also are in charge of the maintenance. So in terms of hosting, for when you go with an official partner, you have those three options, no? So Odoo SaaS, Odoo SH, and then on-premise options. Then this is also mainly for standard and customized local implementation. So if you have questions on this, kung sino bang partner yung pwede kong makausap, you can reach out to me or your partner managers. All right. So aside from the implementation, we also have the maintenance, no? Okay, Odoo. So implementation and maintenance usually goes hand in hand because we want, of course, um, a long-term support for Odoo. So for maintenance sa Odoo subscription, kapag nag-subscribe ka kay Odoo, kasama na yung subscription package sa package mo yung maintenance para siguradong smooth yung takbo ng system every day, no? So kasama dito yung regular updates. So every year automatic na so every year merong new version sa Odoo, no? So it's really up to us if we want to upgrade to the newest version, no, or stick with the version that we have right now. So if you have more questions on that, no, we can also help you and our local partners can help you with that. Then kasama rin sa subscription nyo yung bug fixes and technical support. So aayusin ng Odoo yung mga bugs once we receive the report. And meron din kaming 24/6 support para matulungan anumang technical issues and mapabilis yung pag-troubleshoot or problem solving, no? Then we have data backups and disaster recovery. So regular na sinesave yung data mo sa cloud and safe, kaya safe and kahit may mga unexpected problems, kapag nagkaroon ng issue, mabilis ma-restore yung ng system para minimal yung disruption sa operations ninyo. And hosting at infrastructure maintenance, kung cloud subscription, tulad ng Odoo SaaS and Odoo SH ang gamit mo, si Odoo na ang bahala sa server, network, at security para laging mataas yung availability ng system mo. And pag-iwas sa technical debt, no? So we actually have a very good video regarding technical debt. I would suggest you also look into this. So when we say technical debt, sa tuloy-tuloy na maintenance, hindi na nag-iipon ng mga technical issues, no? Na of course, this will ang result niya is makakapagpabagal o magiging complicated yung system mo. So madali itong i-upgrade and ma-maintain in the long term. So that is for the cost. Again, let's review it. Yeah, so that would be pricing for your solution would be licenses, hosting, implementation, and maintenance. All right, so actually that is the end of our webinar today. And this is now the time to ask your questions. All right, so do you have email integration? Can you connect with Odoo and Gmail so that increase? Okay, so our first question would be more of an email integration. Can it connect with Outlook or Gmail so that all inquiries can be seen, grouped, and managed in one place? Actually, yes, we do. So, for example, here in Odoo, we actually can send out emails using Odoo itself. No, we don't need to move out of the platform to send out emails. So, ang kagandahan rin doon is that everything is in the system, no? So matatrack mo siya sa system, even the email exchanges, no, or the email threads. So yes, we have it. All right. Any more questions from the audience? Okay. All right. Please feel free to send out your inquiries now. All right. The question is about CRM. Okay. The question is how we can use CRM. So Yeah, it's a very general question. So yeah, as with any other CRM, it's a tool for you to use your to track basically your opportunities. So from different stages, you'll be able to look into it. Um, Here, for example, from the starting, here in Odoo, we use territory. Then, if it's a qualified opportunity, you move into qualified. Then, if you know the decision makers, you move into the qualified sponsor. Then, if it's negotiation, you move on to, or basically, you proposition, you propose first, no? Then, negotiation, then you either win or lose the project. So, basically, there's different stages. Then you'll be able to see where the opportunity is. All right. So question is Odoo POS accredited ready for BIR? So we do have implementations na may POS requirements, but the local partner helped us with the BIR. So meron tayong mga Odoo partners that focuses on this. We always or we call them like accounting partners. No? So we already have local partners who can help you with this. Okay, next question. How do I know what level of customization will be necessary for my business? So this is actually a good question. No? So I think you're very interested in using a system, Odoo at that. No? So as mentioned, yung process natin is we start with the project qualification. So the project qualification is very important. So from this, in this stage, we actually ask ano nga ba yung kailangan mo, no? So, yung pinaka problem that you want to resolve, no? So, from there, we look into your processes, then we basically review your process and check how it's done in Odoo, no? Then from there, we'll be able to determine if we need to customize, um, or if we need to integrate it with another system. So, yeah. That is how we'll know the level of customizations. And ang kagandahan rin kay Odoo, we do have you can sign up for a trial database, so you can actually play around with the system yourself as well, and basically assess. No, sometimes kasi the system or the processes that we currently have right now, it's not the best practice. No, so probably kumbaga kung meron kang different steps, say for example 10 steps kay Odoo, kumbaga magiging 7 steps lang siya, no? So um kasi we try to streamline and we try to follow best practices as well. So from there we will be able to see yung customizations na kailangan mo. Okay. So which business processes should be prioritized for digitalization using Odoo? So yeah, it's in terms of for this medyo this would be specific to your business, no? Um I would say the good way to look into it is that what questions are you trying to answer, or ano ba yung gusto mong i-resolve na problems, no? And of course, if it's something that impacts your revenue, then probably that's something that we need to prioritize. So if it impacts your revenue, if it impacts your time, of course, time is a limited resource. It's something that you cannot take back, no? So these are the ones that we need to focus on. Okay, so next question for the Philippine-based clients, can we have a quick pass on what apps were used and how long did it take to implement? Just in general terms, not specific. Okay, so yeah, again, Odoo can be implemented as fast as you want it to be. If you're going to use Odoo out of the box, then well and good. You can once you pay for the licenses, we can activate the system immediately then you'll be able to use it. No. Um, so again, for most of our clients, what we try to mention to them is that let's have the implementation by phases. So say for example, for the first phase, you can actually use it um, within a month or two if wala talagang customizations na gagawin, no? So when we stick with Odoo standard, then you can use the system immediately. All right. So, meron question dito regarding if we're renting rooms for Airbnb, Agoda, can we integrate the calendar to Odoo? So, this is a very specific use case. I'm not sure what when you're saying calendar, it's from the calendar of Airbnb or Agoda. But I would suggest we set a meeting regarding this so we can discuss further, you know. And I'm sure we do have implementations as well with hotels, with businesses like that. So we already have the use cases for this. Okay, question. Do I have to use all Odoo apps at once? So again, no, you don't need to use Odoo app the Odoo applications all at once, no. But when you get the licenses, when you pay for the licenses and the subscription is activated, you already have access to all of it. No? So yeah, short answer, no, but you already have access to all of it. So it would be really depending on how you want to use the system, o kung ano ba yung mga focus muna natin, no. Okay, so could you please give a price range for micro enterprises, say for your apps focus on finance and inventory functionalities. So yeah, kay Odoo naman, we're very transparent with the pricing, especially with the licenses, no? So it's actually what you can see online. So for the first tier, it's 13.6 USD per user per month. But for the first tier, we actually have a discount. So ang first year license price natin is 10.9 USD per user per month. So you just multiply that to the number of users that you require. No. But again, this is just for 1 year. If you would need or of course again long-term mindset, no, we actually always evangelize for the multi-year term. Again, for the multi-year term, we can provide discounts, but this is on a case-to-case basis. You know, so it would be really depending on the requirement. And the good thing about going on a multi-year term is that you'll be able to lock in the price for Odoo. Again, the Odoo pricing is it's a subscription model, right? So alam naman natin when it's a subscription model, from time to time the pricing changes. So when you lock in the price, say for example you get the licenses for 5 years, you'll be able to lock in the price for that term, no. So kumbaga protected ka rin sa mga price fluctuations or movements. All right, so question with regards to the licenses, does the license expire or is it an access for a lifetime? So good question, no? Actually, Odoo, as mentioned, it's a subscription model. So you subscribe to the licenses, no, to get the licenses. Uh, Again, yung subscription mo naman, there's a term for that. So it's either you go for 1 year or you go for a multi-year term. When we say multi-year term, it's 2 years onwards, but the maximum would be 5 years. So it's not an access for a lifetime. You pay for a definite term for a subscription. All right. So yeah, thank you very much for your time today. I guess that will be all of the questions that we have right now. I'm really happy with the questions that we got um, from the audience. It seems that they're very interested in our topic and Talagang relative no sa Philippines yung mga questions natin. And hopefully we get to have more of this webinars. So yeah, again, I'm Christoph Almeda. I'm the partner manager, and this is my email. So if you have questions with regards to Odoo in general, please feel free to reach out to me. I can also um, connect you with my local partners, with our local partners in the Philippines. So if you want, or if you have questions with the implementation side, or if you would need customizations or integrations, then our local partners can help you with that. I also have here the email of my colleague from our outbound partnerships. So basically, they are the team who handles the partnership side of things. So if you want to become an Odoo partner, then you can reach out to Miss Ananda Mandalihan. All right. And thank you very much for joining us, Philippines.